For single parents, divorced parents, or split custody situations, what are some good management strategies?
Yes, so co-parenting is often challenging in the best of times. So you add chaos and uncertainty, and it can either bring the best or the worst out of any of us. I've seen examples of both. One of the hardest parts of co-parenting is the feeling of loss of control when your child leaves your care. So you add fear into that emotion, and it can get significantly harder. My number one suggestion for co-parents is to focus on what you can control. So, for example, I cannot control how my co-parent communicates with me, but I can control how I communicate with them and about them. I cannot control my co-parent's behavior, but I can control my behavior, and I can try to understand my co-parent's feelings and how those feelings may drive their behavior. As we heard Dr. Shriver say, behavior is communication. And so if, you know, maybe if I'm feeling fear and loss of control, maybe they're feeling fear and that's driving some of their behavior. I can create strong communication patterns and routines with myself and my children and in my home. And I can create really strong self-care strategies for myself. Being a single parent can be very overwhelming because we are asked to fill so many roles within our family unit, and single parents do an incredible job of building this tribe around themselves, this social support system to help with that. And now during COVID-19, where you're have all of these additional roles piled on, and now you're separated from your social support system. So that makes all of these challenges more complex. So my suggestions would be, don't put so much pressure on yourself to be everything to everyone. Your number one role is to be a parent, and to just focus on being a parent. And let those other roles, to just focus on that and focus on loving your child and creating a space for them to be safe and to be loved and to be heard. And that is what success is for you. And for anyone struggling, to find your tribe, to find your social support system. We talked about connections. Connections are so important. It might look different now today than it did before, but you have to build those connections, whether that's reaching out to friends, whether that and family, whether that's finding an online support group. You can find an online support group for almost anything. If you can't find what you're looking for, make one. But reaching out and building those connections to talk to other people who are struggling like you with certain and similar situations is so important, because how we build resilience is through those connections.